Welcome to Gadget Pit Stop. This video is about how you can connect your laptop or mini PC with a single cable. So what does that mean? So it means having one cable for power, video and all of the USB peripherals. So that includes if you've got your keyboard and mouse, I've got a webcam, a separate microphone or anything else that you might have plugged in. You only have one cable plugged in to your laptop or mini PC. So what do you need if you want to do this? Well, you need a computer that supports USB-C video and USB-C power delivery. You also need a monitor with a built-in USB hub that also supports USB-C video and provides USB power delivery PD. And you're going to need the right kind of USB cable. Any old USB-C cable's not going to do, especially if it's just a charging cable. You need a cable that supports USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 or a Thunderbolt 4 cable or above. Just kind of repeat, not all USB cables are the same. They might have the same connectors on the end. It doesn't mean they can all do the same thing, so making sure you've got that. You can see in this photograph I've got a Geekom mini PC connected to a Philips Evnia monitor with a single cable. So why would you want to do this? It's a neat solution, isn't it? It looks nice. Don't need a docking station. If you've got different devices that you swap between, I've got a work laptop and a personal laptop and a mini PC. I can just unplug them and plug them in with one cable. I'm not faffing around. And you could argue you don't need a cable anyway if you've got a wireless keyboard and mouse, but if you're using that between multiple devices, swapping wireless keyboards and mouse between devices is a bit of a pain. You've got them hardwired into a monitor and you're swapping just the one cable all the time. It just makes life a little bit easier, and especially if you're on the road and you come back and you plug your laptop back in, you've only got one cable to plug in. You don't have to mess around with a power cable, a cable for the video and like the HDMI cable, separate cables for your headset. I don't know if you've got a mouse and keyboard plugged in, you've got cables everywhere coming out your laptop and it just looks a bit messy, doesn't it? So if you can do it, if you've got the kit to do it, I recommend it. I've used it for a few years now. I'm using a Philips Evnia monitor now, but I was using a Dual Spectrum monitor for 3 years, and that was absolutely brilliant with it as well. What to watch out for? I can't stress this enough. Make sure you're using the right USB cable. I say they all look the same, but they're not the same. Check the settings on your monitor as well. You do have to go into the menus, and all the monitors are different, so I can't show you it here, but check the USB settings on the monitor in the menu settings. Make sure power delivery is enabled, and make sure USB data is enabled over the USB upstream connections. It might not be great if you're a user that does copy a lot of large volumes of data over USB, because you're sharing video over the data connection. You're going to sacrifice a bit of raw bandwidth, so it is something to be aware of. I haven't had any problem with Mac laptops connecting with one cable. I have with the Geekom mini PC to get that working. I didn't have to change some things in the BIOS settings on that PC. Mostly I had to disable secure boot, and that did seem to do the trick, but even then it can be a little bit temperamental. I think it's more an issue with the Philips Evnia monitor I'm using now, but it's something that you should know about. And just check that the power requirements of your device, your computer, match what your laptop can provide. So if your laptop needs 65 watts or your mini PC needs 65 watts, make sure your monitor can output 65 watts. Seems to be kind of the norm. Some monitors are now putting out over 100 watts, but just double check that, especially the more powerful mini PCs. some of them you might not be able to use a single cable with, just because they need more than 65 or 100 watts when they get going. So it's something you just need to check. So quick simple guide here. So what does it look like? So you have your peripherals plugged into your monitor directly, USB, I'm showing here a keyboard and mouse plugged in. Obviously there's power coming into your monitor anyway to turn it on, and that power is sent down the USB-C cable that is connected to your to device. That green line on here is the USB-C cable, so just one cable coming out of your device plugged into the monitor, and then that provides the connection to the peripherals, it provides the video, and it's getting its power from the monitor. So nice and simple. I will just say one final thing. This doesn't work with a new Apple Mac Mini. I thought it might. The base Mac Mini runs at less than 65 watts, but Apple don't support that. You need to use Apple's power cable to get power to a Mac Mini. But it does mean you can just use two cables, one for the single USB-C cable, which is providing the video, and also providing access to the keyboard and mouse and any other peripherals you might have plugged into your monitor. I find this really handy, neat. It's quite reliable most of the time, and it just saves a bit of clutter. So I enjoy it a lot. So I hope you found this guide useful, and you can get this working to help you as well. Thank you.